Right. Good morning. Good morning. Hello to everyone over there on Instagram. Hello to everyone over here in the rest of the world. It's great to be here. Well done, Wednesday. We'll have a morning, 8 a.m. Let's get ready to go. Let's get moving and let's get buzzing. What I would say is that this morning is about the top 5 sabotages to your success, and then the top 5 coaches that have helped me through my biggest challenges. And at the end of the day, we are all, able to be coached by somebody. There's always someone out there that's doing better, and they're willing to share it with us and help us to get back on the right track if we need it, or on the steps to success where we need to get to. And at the end of the day, every self-development person I've ever listened to has always said, find someone who's living the way you would like to live, and then copy them. Simple as that, right? So at the end of the day, that's what this morning's about. This morning's just about, like, look, it's Well Done Wednesday. What are these top 5 sabotages to success, and who are the top 5 coaches that have really influenced me and helped me grow and got me moving? There's some wonderful people out there in the world, and everyone's willing to help, which is amazing. So the top 5 sabotages to success. I'm going to say these a few times this morning because I want you guys to interact. I want you guys to engage, and I want you guys to really think about these. These are the top 5 sabotages to your success. Okay, you ready for the first one? Here's the first one. I'm not good enough. The amount of times I've heard people say stuff like that. I'm not good enough. Yeah, that is just phenomenal. I'm not good enough. But I used to think it a lot myself, to be honest. That was the big one. I used to think that I'm not good enough myself, and that was tough. Here's another one for you. I can't afford it. Well, whatever you say is what you bring about. So if you're constantly saying that you can't afford it, then that is exactly what's going to happen for you. I was certainly brought up in that environment. We could never afford it, and that was the challenge. So yeah, I'm not good enough and I can't afford it are 2 massive self-sabotagers, definitely. How about this one, though? I might succeed. I might succeed. Yeah, I mean, success. Some people are just as scared of success as they are of failure. So yeah, I'm not good enough. I can't afford it. I might succeed. Yeah. Here's another one for you. It's not my fault. Okay, it's not my fault, right? If that's what you think, then of course you're going to put the blame out onto other people, and you're never going to step up and take full responsibility of yourselves. Morning, Jace. Thanks for joining us from LinkedIn, mate. Great to have you here. We're just talking about the top 5 sabotages. So the first 4 were: I'm not good enough, I can't afford it, I might succeed, it's not my fault, and this one here: my best days are behind me. No, they're absolutely not. They're absolutely not. You're on this life. You're on this planet. You've been given this life. You've got some time on your side. You can step up and do anything with the time that you've got left. I'm 50. I might have, I don't know, let's say another 40, 50 years on the planet. Let's go for it. But the point is that, my best days are ahead of me, without a doubt. My greatest days are ahead of me. I want the same for all of you. Just change that mindset. So these 5 things that can stop you: I'm not good enough, I can't afford it, I might succeed, it's not my fault, and my best days are behind me. Those 5 things can stop you faster than a speeding bullet, I promise you. And we'll come back to them a bit later. But if any of those self-sabotage things resonate with you, and pop something in the chat box and let me know how things can be for yourselves. But I'm not good enough, I can't afford it, I might succeed, it's not my fault, and my best days are behind me. Those 5 things, they'll stop you. They'll stop you 100%. So have a think about those, and do pop something into the chat box. I've got a few things coming in here. Jason, excellent, mate. Yes, the great times are now. We can create something in this lockdown, can't we? We can create something really, really positive, and come out the other end, when it's springtime and we can all go back outside again, and it's going to be nice. We can come back out into the world with a product or something, something new, a new skill, something new that we can offer to the world, something that gives service, adds value. Go for it. Absolutely go for it, right? Morning, Glenn. Glenn says, fear of success is as detrimental as fear of failure. Yes, as it could stop you moving forward. That's absolutely right. In Australia, I believe they have something called the tall poppy syndrome, which they talk about a lot, which is when someone gets really, really successful, they become a tall poppy above all the other poppies, and everyone wants to cut them down. At the end of the day, it can happen a lot. It happens a lot here with the UK and the press and stuff like that as well. Fear of success is a genuine thing. as much as a fear of failure. But all fears, we just need to get rid of them and like get going, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about my top 5 coaches that have helped me through my journeys, because my journey is essentially unable to walk to running 4 marathons. And that happened in my 30s. I was unable to walk for 18 months. Good morning, Paul. Magic to have you with me, mate. We need to catch up as well. My story is essentially, in a nutshell, is unable to walk, because I was unable to walk for 18 months, pretty much, shuffle around. It was really tough. The most important thing was I was unable to walk, and then I ran 4 marathons. And that was, some people would say miraculous, right? Okay. Yes, it was pretty miraculous, but it was also, I played my part and I understood what was going on. So at the end of the day, unable to walk to running 4 marathons, and then bankrupt to financially free as I am today. And those 2 parts of the journey are what Life Remixed is about. And that's what I'm bringing out with the book, is that you can recover and change from pretty much anything if you've got the determination to do it. Yes, there's a great popular quote. That's right. I got it from Tony Robbins. You're absolutely right, Jace. And that brings me nicely into my top 5 coaches. We'll go back to those top 5 sabotages for success in a minute. But my top 5 coaches, the way it started for me, someone gave me the secret. I'm going to bring Brian Miller into an interview with me at some point, probably in February, March, once the book's coming out and people can read what Brian's influence was upon me. But Brian was amazing. He gave me the secret. He said, watch it. I watched it. He said, now go and watch it 100 times, when I tried to give it back to him. And at the end of the day, I was like, all right, fine. And I did, because I had nothing to lose. And I went, yeah, fine. Okay, I'll do it. And I went and watched The Secret 100 times. And in The Secret, there's lots of great teachers. There's some amazing people that are in there, including Marcy Shimoff, who's going to give me a testimonial to Life Remix, which I'm absolutely over the moon about, of course. And we love Marcy. Marcy Shimoff is amazing. She should probably be in my top 5 list of coaches. But the first one that's really spoke to me in The Secret was Bob Proctor. And Bob Proctor, when he started to talk about a dis-ease being 2 words, and you must hyphenate it. And then he went into all these other things about your healthy emotional state, the mind vibrations, the mind-body connection, all this stuff. I was like, what? I'd never heard any of this stuff before. I was 33 and I was like, I was just up for it. I was like, just tell me, because I need to recover. I need to recover my health. Hi, Martin on Instagram. Great to have you here, mate. So important what Bob did by being in The Secret and then giving me that information. I signed up and I studied with Bob for some considerable amount of time while I learned more about the mind. And I think Bob was a fantastic coach just for the mind in America. A great guy and someone who does a lot for the world. So, love him to bits. Tony Robbins, absolutely amazing. I highly recommend you join a UPW when you get the chance. Tony Robbins does Unleash the Power Within and many, many other courses, of course, as well. But Tony is phenomenal. His energy is huge. For some Brits, it might be a bit too American. But at the end of the day, we love it. It gets you going, it gets you buzzing, gets you physically moving, as well as mentally becoming more agile. So I highly recommend Tony Robbins, of course, as well. And UPW is a great start point. These are my top 5 coaches that helped me through all my darkest points. Proctor, Robbins. Then I'm going to say Lewis Senior from Equilibria. Lewis has kindly now written part of the forward to Life Remixed as well. Equilibria and E-Colors are just wonderful, wonderful products and self-awareness tools. Hi, Matt. Excellent to have you with us on LinkedIn. Lewis Senior and Equilibria, I now do some partnership basically with Lewis, but E-Colors and Equilibria is just a phenomenal self-awareness tool. It helps health and safety, it helps productivity, it helps self-awareness, and it gets people moving, and it's very much in the corporate environment. So it's something that I'm hugely passionate about because it helped me as part of the journey after Proctor, Robbins, and then Equilibria, Lewis Senior and E-Colors. It helped me go from bankrupt to the board of directors of some senior companies. That's not an accident. Yeah, these are all self-awareness things that I moved onwards and upwards and got myself trained, and I learned and I studied and I became a sponge for this stuff, because once you're bankrupt and you're on your ass and you've been, diagnosed with incurable disease and stuff like that, the only way really is up, or off a tall building. Bamboo Events joining us, morning. So my point to you is that, learn, study, grow. And this is about the top 5 coaches that have helped me. So Proctor, Robbins, Lewis Senior. Lewis is a wonderful guy. If you haven't seen those interviews I've done with him, then please do go and check the YouTube channel. Next one up, Kevin Green. Kevin, wow, what a force of nature this guy is. Kevin Green, this guy from Wales, basically he's been there, seen it and done it across the UK, meets with government and royalty and all sorts. And he also started a property empire, 25 years ago, and he's built it up to incredible amounts. One of the biggest, largest private landlords in the UK. Kevin is a wonderful guy, someone who I call a friend, and at the end of the day, has built up a property portfolio, a huge property portfolio. And that gives him freedom to be able to do all the things that he would like to do, including training and coaching. And he does a brilliant 3-day training. I highly recommend you all join it. At the end of the day, these people are out there and they're doing their work, and they're worth your research, and they're worth you looking into, because they can get you moving forwards, right? An honourable mention to Harry Singer as well. Harry Singer, the speaker coach, fantastic guy. Harry's helped me with my speaking and my finding my voice, like the King's Speech. But Harry Singer, top fella, and Harry's been shared the stage with Tony Robbins, like Kevin. Kevin's been shared the stage with Tony Robbins as well on success resources and stuff like that. These are all people that are out there that are doing wonderful, wonderful work. Good morning, Lewis. He joins us from Spain. How are you, mate? So yeah, I've just done the bit about bigging you up, Lewis. But Lewis Senior and Equilibria are very, very important to my journey. As Kevin Green, Kevin's wonderful guy, as I say, and look up KGW. Go to kevingreen.co.uk, equilibria.com as well for info there. So Proctor, Robbins, Lewis Senior, Kevin Green, honourable mention to Harry Singer as well, the speaker coach. And my last people are the people I'm interviewing tonight. I call them the Book Sisters, Peggy McColl and Judy O'Byrne, best-selling authors, amazing people running a publishing company. Peggy has published 19 books. 19 books Peggy has published. I'm going to interview her tonight and find out how she did that, because I've done one. I've done one. I need to work a bit harder or a bit smarter. But at the end of the day, Peggy McColl is worth, again, researching and having a look at what she does. She's amazing. 19 books she's published. This is great stuff. This is great stuff. And these are all successful people that are out there giving their all and doing everything they possibly can to help everybody grow. At the end of the day, you've all got a skill within you. You're completely unique. There's not another human being like you. And what's stopping you? What's stopping you do these things? Well, let's go back to these 5 sabotages to your success. The 5 sabotages to your success. Number 1, I'm not good enough. Yeah? How many times do you say, your inner voice and your mind, this beautiful mind that you've been given, yeah? How many times does it tell you, I'm not good enough? I mean, come on. You know what I mean? How about switching that? How about switching that and saying, I am good enough? Trust me, I've lived with this one. I lived with that one for years. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I used to be. Guess where it led me? Bankruptcy, incurable disease. I'm not good enough. Well, guess what? I've got to tell you. Those things. Nature's handbrake. Stop. I am good enough. Yeah, and every one of you is completely good enough to do something really special in the world. And all you've got to do is get up, get on with it. Get a coach if you need one. And I've needed many coaches, as I've said. I've given you my top 5 there. Wonderful people. Morning, mate, Facebook user. If you haven't gone to streamyard.com/Facebook, please do, because then I'll be able to see your name in the chat box. Otherwise, just put your name in there as well. But good morning. These top 5 sabotages. I'm not good enough. How many times do you say it to yourself? If you do, get rid. You are good enough. Go for it. Here's the next one. I can't afford it. How many times do you say I can't afford it to yourself? Really, really important that you get rid of that one. You can afford it. Just say you can. Even if you don't, even if you can't, even if it feels like a lie, say you can afford it, and then look for ways to make sure you can afford it. You can afford it, 100%, whatever it is. I might succeed. Yeah, a fear of failure, a fear of success is just as big as a fear of failure. You have to remember this stuff. Yeah, I might succeed. Yeah, you might. Brilliant. Go for it. Absolutely go for it. It's not my fault. There's another one. It's not my fault. Honestly, someone said to me once, responsibility is the key to freedom. Right? It is your fault. Take responsibility, make it right, get it better, and get back up on the horse if you need to, from where I was unable to walk. Get going again, get moving again. It was my fault. I had to take responsibility for it, and then I could fix it. And that is powerful. I promise you, that is powerful. Glenn says, really like the learn, study, grow philosophy. For me personally, I would add act 100% right, mate. On the end of those three, I think it's action that ultimately pushes us forward. Glenn, you're absolutely right. That was one of the things that people say from The Secret. You're right. That, that whole bit about, ask, believe, receive, you just sit there and just like believe it's going to happen and it comes. No, get up there and you've got to go for it. You've got to act. You've got to make motion. You've got to do things. We live in an ocean of motion. We are a mass of molecules vibrating, and the world is vibration, So at the end of the day, just get yourself, when we get deeper into the subconscious mind, get yourself into a place of a high vibration and put that out into the world and act upon it. And you'll be amazed what comes your way. You'll be amazed. Me, unable to walk, to running 4 marathons, bankrupt to financially free. So important. Hi, Rob. Thanks for doing that. Yes, mate. Yes, excellent. My mate Rob, my old mate, used to live on the same street as me, back there in West Bank Road. Good man, Rob. So look, you've got to act. Yes, you're absolutely right. You've got to plan, do, act, as you say, in health and safety, or as we say. But the bottom line is learn, study, grow, but take action. Get moving. And if you need a coach, get a coach, because coaches can get you moving. All right, that's their job, by the way. So remember these top 5 sabotages to success and get shot of them as quickly as possible. I'm not good enough. I can't afford it. I might succeed. Yes, you might. It's not my fault. Step up. Take responsibility. It's the key to freedom. Take responsibility, move it forward, and you will never look back. And my best days are behind me. I never want to hear that from anybody. And your best days are not behind you. Bob Proctor's a great influence. He's 85 years of age, and the guy's got an energy of a 20-year-old. I love it. Lewis Senior, who I know is watching and listening. Lewis won't mind me saying I think he's just turned 70. And Lewis will tell you that he just said to me at Christmas that this is going to be his biggest year yet. At 70, 71. Find something you love doing, and you won't want to retire. I've got a guy that I know really well, and he was 50 odd, and he was just sort of plodding through life thinking, well, I've only got 10, 15 years to go, and then I can retire, and play a bit of golf, and then that'll be it, sort of stuff. And I was like, no, mate, come on. We've all got the same amount of hours in the day. It's about the energy you bring to it. Your best days are ahead of you if you decide to make sure that they are. All right. Your best days are ahead. Hey, Damo. Great to have you on Instagram. It's so important. So remember these. You are good enough. You can afford it. You will succeed, and you can enjoy that. It is your fault. Take responsibility and step up and go for it. And your best days are ahead of you. And at the end of those they're all going to pass. Thanks, Damo. Says, loving your devotion. Listen, mate, I love what I'm doing. We've got the Life Remix book. I should show you very quickly. We've got the Life Remix book. At the end of the day, I've just put my messages into this book because they're all things that I've done that have worked for me, and they can work for you. It's as simple as that. And at the end of the day, I'm devoted about helping other people. Exactly. It's all about the energy that you bring. It's all about the energy that you bring to what you're doing every single day. I've got my calendar up there. It says step forward into growth or back into safety. You have a choice. At the end of the day, how about growth? How about growing? How about doing something really special in the world? How about getting over those top 5 sabotages to success? How about reading the books that I've got on my recommended reading? How about getting yourself a coach and getting yourself moving forward? I say that we're financially free. We absolutely are. We're doing a couple of deals at the moment that are blowing my mind. They're absolutely blowing my mind. And it's not about me being like, ooh, aren't I great? It's just saying, I'm saying to you guys, step up. Step up, go for it, right? Don't set a goal for 2021 about, well, if I did that, maybe I could just about get to the end of 2021 and all the bills will be paid. That is not a goal. How about setting a goal that you're going to earn 100 grand or 500 grand or 3 million pounds? Or how about setting a goal that's going to you have no idea how you're going to do it, but it doesn't matter. Forget about the how. Start taking action today and go for it. It's so important. It's so important. And this is your life we're talking about. This is your life. Those top 5 coaches again: Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, Lewis Senior, morning Lewis, Kevin Green. Honourable mention to Harry Singer and Peggy and Judy that I'm interviewing tonight, 2 best-selling authors from the USA. I'm so excited to have them on 7:30 tonight GMT, so 19:30 GMT tonight. Peggy McCall and Judy O'Byrne will be joining me. I call them the Book Sisters. Fascinating women, powerful women, incredible women that are doing wonderful things in the world and helping people get books out, getting energy out there. Peggy sits with Bob Proctor regularly. He's just sent an email this morning recommending her new book, Savvy Wisdom. 19 books she's put out. Wow, prolific. It's like the Premier League top scorer. I'm going to interview the Premier League top scorer tonight. And talking about sports, Lewis has kindly hooked me up with Garrick Jones. I'm going to interview Garrick Jones next Wednesday. He's an ex-NFL player, currently going for the GM, general manager role at the Houston Texans. He's like my new hero. I love a bit of sport and a bit of American football. At the end of the day, it's going to be absolutely great stuff to interview Garrick Jones next Wednesday. Tonight, remember, Peggy and Judy. Guys, if you've got anything that you want to reach out to me about, I really appreciate you all watching the video. Do share them. Do invite people to the Life Remix group. Take some action. Let's get things moving. Let's get us all buzzing. I want you to have a really, really wonderful day. I put a post out yesterday about surviving lockdown 3 here in the UK, or certainly here in England. Surviving, really? No, come on. We're not surviving. We can thrive. We can go for this. We can work it. We can make things happen. We can get things buzzing. Paul says he's off. Yeah, he's okay. Signing a new lease, a new contract. Great start to 21. Brilliant, Paul. Brilliant, mate. Have a wonderful day. Release that energy. You deserve every bit of success that comes your way, as does every single person watching this video, watching this thread. I'm absolutely over the moon to be doing these interviews and doing these pods. I get messages. I got a message yesterday from a person on LinkedIn who I don't know, who basically just said, what you're doing is helping me so much get through these tough times. And, I just sent a thank you, and I just said, thank you so much. Look, big love. Life is good. Put out the positive messages. Paul is buzzing. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. I want you all to keep smiling, pushing out that love into the world, being a real, authentic person, stepping up, doing good things. And I have to say, of course, if you'd like to get yourself a copy of Life Remixed, please do. Just get yourself to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. But you can find me all over the Tinterweb. I'm everywhere. Someone said that to me the other day. They said, "You're everywhere." I said, well, that's interesting, because I haven't really left my house at the moment. But anyway, listen, it's Wednesday morning. Get some energy out into the world. Get buzzing. Be devoted to what you're doing. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'm going to see you tonight, 7:30 p.m. I'm interviewing Peggy McCall and Judy O'Byrne live. It's going to be great. See ya.